There, good afternoon. This is Vikrant, and we plan to go ahead and talk about this rather straightforward question, and that is, when should I start my preparation for CAT 23? And let me give you the spoiler right at the beginning. My answer is today. So when do you start? Today. No matter which day you ask me the question, my answer will always going to be what? Today. So, it is never too early to begin your preparation. It is never too late to begin your preparation. That said, the sooner you begin, the better it is. The truth is, you don't even realize that your CAT preparation actually started 10 years ago. As we continue this journey, you would realize why I am saying that. Okay, so my name is Vikrant and you are on BYJU'S Exam Prep channel dedicated to your success in the MBA exams. If you're already a subscriber to our channel, welcome back. You are practically family for us. And in case you're somebody who's new here, I'd suggest that you do subscribe and benefit from all the high quality sessions that we keep bringing in for you, right? And before we start, don't forget to share it with your friends as well. It's always a pleasure to prepare together with your friends. That usually increases the chances of success for those who prefer group studies. So when to start? Today. But then you may have a question, and the question is, why should I start today? Why can't I wait for a few more months? So let me give you the real deal. Let me tell you the 3 benefits of starting your preparation today. So if you were to start today, there are 3 things that can ensure that you go on to get an amazing percentile, that can ensure that you increase your chances of success in this exam manyfold. So, Miss Unique, Pratyush and Kumaresan, I at least see 3 of you here. So hang on, just tell me something. Here is the first benefit. You want to stand out, right? You want to succeed. So if you start today and you want to move towards this particular path, benefit number 1 of starting today is you can prepare holistically. I can't tell you, year after year after year, I meet people and I always see them play catch up. They're never at the top of their preparation. They always find that they are running behind. So, and the reason is that they don't treat their entire preparation holistically. Tell me something. What exactly is your goal? With respect to B schools, what exactly is your goal? Right now, is your goal to crack the CAT? Are you saying that, okay, my goal is to get an amazing, awesome percentile? And I'm sure if you start right now, you definitely get 99 percentile. The only question is, how much above, how much beyond 99 percentile can you go? So the question really is, will you be able to cross 99.7 percentile? 99, I'm sure if you start today, you will manage. हर्षद इज सेइंग हेलो विक्रांत जी, यार बड़ी मुद्दत हुई यार जी सुने। सर बोलते हैं बहुत सारे लोग। हाँ, विक्रांत बोलते हैं ऑफ कोर्स, जी तो यार बड़े दिन हो गए। थैंक यू जी। सो इज योर गोल टू क्रैक द कैट? जल्दी जल्दी बताओ यार, यही गोल है अपना, कैट क्रैक करना? यानी कि अगर कैट में तुम्हारा 99.7 परसेंटाइल आ गया, in case you go on to score a 99.7 percentile in the CAT, you won't come to me saying that, oh sir, can you help me prepare for my interviews and my VAT, my essays? You will, of course, because your goal is not to crack the CAT. Your goal is to get into your dream B schools. Your CAT percentile is but one part in that process. In order to get into your dream B school, you need to focus on more things. Remember, you need to face a personal interview. You need to prepare for your written ability test. You may also need to focus on your let's say if it's FMS, which is your goal, then you may want to work on your extempore. You may want to work on your body language. There are more things. So somebody who prepares today has this luxury of focusing on these other areas as well. तो तुम्हारे साथ ये नहीं होगा कि यार कैट खत्म हुआ उसके बाद में फिर सडनली 4-6 हफ्ते में तुम बाकी सब चीजों की तैयारी कर रहे हो, right? But then tell me something, is your goal just to get into your dream B school? Let us say that you get an admission offer from IIM Ahmedabad. And this A is Ahmedabad, not Amritsar at the moment. Then is that it? Then will you come to me and say, Vikrant, my goal is done. Now I am ready to go to Haridwar. ये भाई अब अपना गोल पूरा हो गया, अब हरिद्वार जा सकते हैं, ऐसा क्या? अरे नहीं. Your goal actually is to pass out of that college with flying colors so that you can have an excellent and very high paying career as a manager. And if you want to become a great manager, yes, quite a few of those things are taught to you in a B school, but then there are things that a B school cannot teach you adequately. Do you think a B school can make you excellent at decision making skills? Do you think a B school can make you excellent at people skills? Do you think a B school can teach you how to be persuasive? So a B school will help, but then they already have a lot of knowledge and technique to share with you, that these are the kind of things that at times they do give you inputs on them, but at times they get a short shift. At times you are not able to work adequately on them. So your goal is to become an excellent manager who's paid really very well and who's respected really very well. And if you start today, you can take care of each one of these levels. Whenever you have some spare time, you know that you can utilize it productively. And if you utilize it in this way, if you prepare holistically and then you go and appear for the interviews, you know, the professors, they just look at you and they want to keep you right there. They would not even want you to go back home, right? That is the kind of impact, that's the kind of impression that you can create. That is the degree of influence that you can exercise. Now compare it to somebody who's starting his preparation in say June or July. That person will have barely enough time to focus on the CAT. That person cannot engage in these other things, so-called profile building areas as well. So if you start today, your benefit number one is you're able to prepare holistically. You're able to take care of every single aspect that can make you irresistible for a B school and that can make you tremendously successful as a manager. So that's one. Then benefit number two, you can become unbeatable. Seriously, if you start your preparation today, you can go on to get this unassailable advantage. People who start late will not be able to cover up. You know why I am saying that? In your preparation, if you look at the syllabus, in that syllabus you'd find areas where the more time you give to those areas, the better you become, right? So there are some areas that a person can master in a short time, but then there are some areas where you'd never see an end point. The more time you put in, the better you go on to become. And let me tell you what those areas are. So some of those areas are skills. For instance, reading skills. You realize reading comprehension is such an important part of the paper, right? And it is a skill. And because it is a skill, the more you practice, the better you go on to become. Similarly, you have calculation skills. If you start working on your calculation skills today, pretty soon you're going to be fast. And then as you keep putting in that effort, you go on to become faster and faster still. Similarly, you have communication skills. You need these for interviews, you need it for group discussions, you need it for extempore, you need it for essay writing, you need it for micro presentations. I mean, so many areas. You need it as a manager, you need it in the college, you need it to deliver stellar presentations. And is there anybody in this world who can put his hand up and say that, oh, communication skills, now I'm done with everything, now there is nothing more to learn? It is a process. The more effort you put in, the more time you give to it, the better you go on to become. And somebody who starts late because he will not be able to give it as much time as you could, that person will always lag behind. Shraddha, fantastic, fantastic. That's exactly how I want people to be. And then it's not about just the skills. You know, you also have quite a few knowledge-based areas that are really very vast. And people who start early are able to cover more of it. For example, tell me something, grammar. CAT does not test you on grammar, but other than CAT, every other exam that you'd write, every exam other than the CAT will have grammar-based questions. It's a very vast area. The more you practice, the better you go on to become. Vocabulary. I mean, there is a limit to it, right? You can probably learn 15, 20, 30 words in a day. You can't go beyond that. So it's all about giving it more days. So imagine if you can learn 20 words every day for the next 10 months. And where will you be? On the other hand, if somebody has only 4-5 months to offer, will that person be able to compete with you when it comes to vocabulary? Chance ही नहीं है, boss. Chance ही नहीं है. Then GK. Quite a few entrance exams have GK. Right? IFT has a section. TISNET has a section. SNAP has a section. Okay, it's not SNAP. SNAP has stopped doing that. But then ZAT has a section. So plenty of exams where you also need GK. And GK is practically an ocean. The more you read up, the better you become. And then, you know, GK will also make you better in interviews. GK also leads to better quality ideas. So we would not like to ignore it entirely. So here are these 6 things on your screen which are part of your entrance exams. And these are areas where the more time you devote, the better you become. So if you manage to give these 300 hours and then somebody starts after 5 months and that person is able to give it only 100 hours, he'd always be behind you. He'll not be able to catch up. In order to beat you on these areas, he'd have to start before you do. So make sure that you do not let that happen. And then benefit number 3, you are less dependent on luck. So let's accept it. Yeah, luck is a part of our life. There are times when we get a boost. There are times when we are blocked. Luck does happen. But then when you start well in advance, you are less dependent on luck. Here is a thought exercise. Remember, we tend to leave early on the day of the exam. So this is where you are. And then you have this examination center. Normally, in normal days, you know that you can reach this center in 30 minutes. But on the day of the exam, you will not leave 30 minutes before, you will actually leave 60 minutes before. Or if not 60, then at least 45 minutes before the exam starts. Why? You know that you can reach there in 30. Why would you still leave 45 or 60 minutes before? Why would you do that? You do that because that gives you buffer. That's a cushion for some unforeseen events, you know. God forbid you meet with an accident, or you are in a traffic jam, or you get a punctured tire, or maybe your cab breaks down. Because you have that buffer ensures that you are still able to reach in time. So you are able to minimize the impact of unfortunate circumstances. And Normally, unfortunate circumstances do not even happen. You'd still reach well in advance, but at least you are putting in the time as an insurance for peace of mind. और कुछ नहीं तो शांत दिमाग से तो पहुंचोगे, है ना? And that puts you in the right frame to attack the exam properly. And that is why, my friend, I'd say that your preparation must start today. And the best place to go for your preparation is, of course, BYJU'S Exam Prep. You can enroll for a very exhaustive course. The link is there in the description. And in case you are wondering that, oh, I'm still in graduation or I'm working, will I be able to cope up, or how would I be able to prepare? We are bringing in a session for you tomorrow where my colleague Saral is going to tell you how you can manage your CAT preparation along with your college or your studies or your relationship, whatever it is. And in case you wonder, in case you want to see where you stand today, we have an All India Open mock of CMAT from 21st to 29th of January. Even if you're targeting CAT 23, you can just think of it as a diagnostic test. Sit for it and then see what all areas you are good at, what all areas you are comfortable at, and hopefully that will give you a better roadmap for your preparation. So here is a favorite quote of mine from a fabulous book that I read years and years ago. Book is called Born to Run. Every morning in Africa, a gazelle wakes up. It's like a heron, deer. It knows it must outrun the fastest lion or it will be killed. Every morning in Africa, a lion wakes up. It knows it must run faster than the slowest gazelle or it will starve. So it does not matter whether you are the lion or a gazelle. When the sun comes up, you'd better be running. So every day when the sun comes up, you'd better be preparing. Because if you don't prepare, you'll not be able to outrun your competition. And if you want the process to be easy for you, join us and work with us so that we can help you even more. Pratyush, yeah, for that I'll have to analyze your performance. I'd have to see what went wrong, but that's a darn good scholarship, yeah. So we do keep conducting a scholarship tests as well. For those of you interested, you can on and off, you can appear for those and get some really hefty discounts. And in case you have any more questions after this session, we are there on Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, wherever. And of course, we have our own app. So make sure that you join us there or follow us there. And if you have any question, do not hesitate in reaching out to us using our app. You can ask your doubts there. You can join our Telegram group and ask your doubts there. You can tag somebody in a team if you want a quicker response. And it's a very wonderful, warm community where even others can help you. Okay. And my name is Vikrant. I'm also in that group. You want a quicker response. If you think I am the right person for that query, you can tag me there as well. And the link for all of these is down there in the description. Then, Kumaresan has a question. How to solve the problem of forgetting vocabulary? Kumaresan, on our app, we are conducting 4 sessions over the course of next couple of weeks, where we'll be talking about association-based methods of learning new words, root word approach, clusters, visual associations, etc. So if you have the app, keep an eye out for those sessions and do attend those. प्रत्युष says I'm not on Instagram. प्रत्युष, तुझे सच बताऊं, मुझे Instagram पे रील तक पोस्ट करनी नहीं आती. मैंने अपने टू डू लिस्ट में लिख रखा है किसी से सीखना है यार. So but you are probably an outlier, huh? Most of the people that I know are already there. Good afternoon, Arjun. Oh, and even otherwise, I took a session on, I took a vocab strategy session on this channel itself. So maybe you can just look for it, vocabulary strategy session Vikrant Kathuria, and you'd find it. Okay, so that's it from me today. I look forward to meeting you once again. And don't forget that we have planned a lot of highly useful sessions for you on our YouTube channel as well as the app. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And if you have not installed the BYJU'S Exam Prep app yet, you're missing out on a lot. So see you there as well. Until then, stay safe, stay focused, stay in touch. Okay.